Hi guys! How are you today? Welcome back to my channel, Adventures in America. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jocelyn, and for today's topic, I'm bringing you some good news for those going to the USA. When will US drop COVID travel restrictions? Finally, the Biden administration is dropping pre-departure COVID-19 international air testing requirements effective Sunday, June 12 at 12:01 a.m. after heavy lobbying from airlines and the travel industry. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention will no longer require pre-departure COVID-19 testing for travelers after it determined based on the science and data that this requirement is no longer necessary. However, they will do a reassessment of this decision in 90 days. It will still require non-US citizens to be vaccinated against COVID-19 to travel to the US. US citizens and US permanent residents are exempt from the COVID vaccine requirement. However, for non-US citizens who are not immigrants, you must be fully vaccinated to travel to the USA. Here are the travel protocols for non-US citizens who are not immigrants. If you are a non-US citizen, you must be fully vaccinated. However, there are exemptions. Children below 18 do not need to be vaccinated. Also, there are covered exemptions. I will discuss this later in this video. For non-US citizens who are not immigrants, booster shot is not required. Here are the latest approved vaccines when flying to the US. Here are the vaccines approved by the US FDA for single dose, Johnson & Johnson, and also Johnson & Johnson by the World Health Organization. For 2 doses, Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, Covaxin, Covishield, BIBP or Sinopharm, Sinovac, Novavax or Covovax, and there's a certain clinical trial vaccines which have confirmed efficacy, which is Medicago. Also, let's talk about the requirement of being fully vaccinated for all non-US citizens who are not immigrants. There is a definition of a fully vaccinated individual. Foreign travelers must provide official vaccination documentation, and airlines will confirm that the last dose was at least 2 weeks prior to the travel date. There are also specific information regarding official documentation. First, the personal identifiers such as your name or date of birth must match the personal identifiers on the travel documents. You must also name the official source and the vaccine manufacturer and the date of vaccination. You must also prove that you are fully vaccinated depending on the type of vaccine that you received, whether it is a single dose or a 2-dose series of vaccine. Also, if you received mixed vaccines, you will also be considered fully vaccinated. If not, you will be denied boarding. Now, how the 14 days are calculated. Your last dose must have been given a full 14 days before the day you board your flight to the US. For non-US citizens and non-immigrants, here are the covered exceptions. The individuals are persons on diplomatic or official foreign government travel. Also, children under 18 years of age. Also, persons with medical contraindications to COVID-19 vaccine. In addition, participants in certain COVID-19 vaccine trials, persons issued a humanitarian or emergency exception, also persons with valid visas except B1, B2 who are citizens of foreign country with limited COVID-19 vaccination. Also members of the U.S. Armed Forces or their spouse or children under 18 years of age. In addition, sea crew members traveling with a C1 and D non-immigrant visa, and persons whose entry would be in the national interest as determined by the Secretary of State or Secretary of Transportation. Now, if you fall under any of these exceptions, you will be required to attest that you are exempted from the requirement to present proof of being fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Even if you're exempted but you plan to stay in the US for more than 60 days, you will have to attest that you will arrange to become fully vaccinated within 60 days of arriving in the US, unless you are not allowed medically or too young to get vaccinated. Here are the forms that you needed to submit or fill out when flying to the US. All passengers to the US must fill out the customs declaration from the airline. Also, it is a possibility that the CDC Attestation Form could be eliminated. Please also fill out the US Traveler Health Declaration form. Please also be aware of the allowed and prohibited items. Check this on the TSA website. For all of you who may be required to submit a CDC attestation form, here are the requirements. The CDC form is going to be expired at the end of June. If you are required to fill out the form, here are the rules. Section 1 for US citizens and permanent residents 2 years and older, and Section 2 for non-US citizens who are not immigrants 2 years and older. Citizens who are currently abroad may travel back to the US with their expired US passports. However, there are eligibility requirements. Here are the latest rules for US citizens with expired passports. Let me provide this updated information. The Department of State has announced that US citizens can travel back to the US. If you are overseas and your passport expired on or after January 1st, 2020, you may be able to use your expired US passport to return directly to the US until June 30 of 2022. However, there are eligibility requirements. You must be a US citizen. Second, you are currently abroad seeking direct return to the United States. And the third requirement is important. You are flying directly to the US, a US territory, or have only short-term transit or connecting flights through a foreign country on your direct return to the US or to a United States territory. The fourth requirement is that your expired passport was originally valid for 10 years, or if you were 15 years of age or younger when the passport was issued, your expired passport was valid for 5 years. Also, your expired passport is undamaged, unaltered, and must be in your possession. So these are the 4 eligibility requirements. So you can travel back to the US. You are not eligible if you wish to depart from the US to an international destination. You are currently abroad seeking to travel to a foreign country for any length of stay longer than an airport connection en route to the United States or to a US territory. Your expired passport was limited in validity. Also, your expired passport is a special issuance passport such as a diplomatic, official, service, or no-fee regular passport. Also, your expired passport is damaged. Also, your expired passport is altered, or your passport is not in your possession. If you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys for supporting my channel, and if you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys for supporting my channel, and if you haven't liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.